Hey guys and girls, I'm James and welcome to the channel. Before You Go, a channel mainly about drones, but the more you become an influencer, the more people want to send you their products to review. And from dehumidifiers to cat litter boxes, I tell them I don't have a cat. They're like, well, borrow one from a friend. And you're thinking, why do they do that? Well, wrap your head around this. More people watch Mr. Beast every month than all the people that watch the Super Bowl. So that's a very powerful tool to just send these products to YouTubers and have them review them. It's very inexpensive instead of spending it on advertising. They try to send me all these silly products. I mean, I love it when they send me drones because that's my niche, but every once in a while, they keep asking me to review products that have nothing to do with my niche, and I don't want to confuse the algorithm, and I want to keep my community happy. But recently, somebody sent me something and I was already looking at it. It's completely out of my niche, but it's related to my niche, and it's super cool. Check this thing out. This is a dim go-go light, solar panels that you can put on the outside of your house. Well, my house is the last house on the street towards the golf course, so the whole backside of my house is dark. I bought this little thing from Home Depot and I've replaced it 3 times. It keeps not working. It's supposed to come on when it gets dark outside, but it doesn't. I want to fly my FPV drones any chance I get, but you gotta have light. And I've even made these race gates that I can practice on. But especially with fall coming and daylight savings time, I don't have any time because by the time I get home from work, it's dark. Saturday's honeydews, Sunday's church, and some family time. So it's very limited on the time that I can fly these. So what if I light up this whole side of my house? So what's better than one solar panel? 2 of these huge solar panel lights. So I'm going to mount one on my house and I'm going to put one on a pole with all the mounting brackets and a remote control and all kinds of stuff. It's this price on Amazon right now. And guys, these are 1,000-watt solar panels, but they have a 60,000 looms, whatever that means. I bet you they're just really bright. I'm sure I can't put them on the other side of my house or it'll really disturb the neighbors. So that's why I'm going to mount one of them on a pole and play around with it. So how good are they going to work? Well, let's go mount them. Then I'll fly my drone at night and we'll see if it accomplishes the 2 things I really wanted to do. 1, light up the side of my house and keep it safer for my family. And 2, let me fly my drones at night. And if you think about that, if you put 2 lights on the outside of your house, you've got to run wires, you've got to have a breaker, you've got to have a switch, you're going to be using electricity. So think green and use solar. And so let's try these out. They come with a 3-year warranty. So let's go get them mounted and I'll fly them tonight. Then I'll come back for my final review. All right, guys, here's my street. And as you can see, it dead ends right here. So my house is the last house on the street and it dead ends to a golf course. Well, at night, the whole back side of my house is completely dark. So I try to mount that little light. I have one that's solar paneled on my porch that's real nice. So what we did, we mounted this one on a pole. I actually mounted it in cement and I welded 2 8-footers together. And I mounted the dim go-go light up there. We'll see how it works. I got it turned on with the remote. And then over here, we mounted the other one. I put a little board to make sure it was inside the 2x4. And it comes with all the brackets, the bolts, and that. It comes with that extension to have it hold out. And I was worried about this one not getting enough sunlight. So we'll see how this one works. Well, I say I mounted it. Wave hi. William mounted it. All right, guys, I'm not going to bore you to death with 20 or 30 minutes of me flying my drone around. I just want to show you how well they work. So that's what it looks like when the one turns off from the side of the house and you walk to the side and then it turns back on. It's completely different. The drone really sees really good at night. So the other one right now is set at 30%, and then you see it going to 100% with the motion. I played around with the settings for a whole week and I finally got them right where I wanted to. So here's a drone flying around. Of course, this is me seeing what the drone sees through the goggles. I need to get my race gates out and invite my friends over to fly their FPV drones at night. They'll think I'm nuts, but they don't know how bright these things are. Matter of fact, they're so bright, if there was a neighbor on this side of my house, I think that would really disturb them. So they do sell smaller ones if these are too bright. You can also set the brightness with the remotes. You need to play around with the remotes a little bit to get the right sensitivity and the right brightness. As I'll mention in the final review, I have them set at 30%. They stay on all night long. And then if someone walks by, they go up to 100%. So here I am in the morning coming out. It's 6:30 in the morning and this is at 30%. And I was worried about this one on the side of the house, but it seems to be doing just fine. Maybe it just doesn't need as much direct sunlight as I thought that they did. It's so nice that I got to mount these without any wires or switches, and I can use remotes. Be sure if you mount it on the side of your house onto the siding that there's a stud behind it, because if these are in the wind, they're pretty light, but you just want to make sure that they're not going to fall down. Dim Go did send me these lights, but they have not seen this review and they have no input on what I say about these, but I couldn't say anything better about them. I mean, I'm really, really enjoying them. It's been about a week now. I do want to show you one more time before we go in for the final review of how they go down to 30% right there, and then with a little bit of movement, they go back up to 100. So here I'm going to move up closer to it. See how it comes on? That's how I have my sensitivity set. Every house and setting is just a little bit different, but it's kind of fun playing around with it to get just in the sweet spot of where I like it. All right, so let's go back in for our final review. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I've actually had these up for about a week now. I run to the front door every morning to see if they're still on. They've been staying on all night long. I kept playing with the settings, with the remotes, but I really find my sweet spot is to leave them at 30%. And then set for motion. You can also set the sensitivity, but I have them set super sensitive. So anything gets close to them and they go to 100%. They kind of stay there for about a minute and they turn off. I had to, on the one on the pole, I did have to turn it down just a little bit because just the bugs flying around on it a little bit made the light come on. The one against the house, I was afraid it wouldn't get enough sun. It is fantastic. They both stay on all night long. For the price that these cost, you can't put a value on your family's safety. And they're just so nice to have that I didn't have to run wires or no switches. I'm not using electricity, and they're just out there, and they come with a 3-year warranty. So if these things last for 3 years, they're going to pay for themselves and just the electricity that they save anyway. But it gives me a peace of mind at night that my house is safe. If a thief is driving down a street, he's not going to stop with the one that's lit up. He's going to go to the house that's completely dark. Also, you get more enjoyment out of your house at night because you got the whole side lit up, and you can fly your drones or whatever, barbecue or family outings or whatever you want to do. A long time ago, I'm a roofer, so we used to put those solar fans up and the film on top of it would turn yellow, kind of like your car headlight lens does. But now I really like them. They don't turn yellow anymore. The technology's really changed in these solar panels and they are top notch. And these feel like they're top notch units. The remotes work good. I think I'm going to get 2 more and put one in the front and one on the other side of the house also. I'm so happy with them. So guys, if you got something out of this, like always, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.